Yo, Flexcast, we're back with our next guest, man, and he's not a repeat guest. He's never been here before. This is his first time. I want him to introduce himself because he is a mover, shaker, and a tastemaker, and then we'll get right into it. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. So Steven Texan's the name, man. Do interviews as well. Podcasts, photo shoots, video shoots, street interviews for like TikTok and stuff like that. So kind of, just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Okay.
Hey, everybody clap it up for Steven, man. We got him in the building. He came to talk with the Flexcast, and like the last time I saw you, man, it was at a show.
The DJ Cho show.
It was at the DJ Cho show.
Yeah.
And
The one just recently?
The one recently.
Yeah, the one recently.
And one thing I watch, because when I go to a show, I get ghosts. I go to the top, I go to the back, I go somewhere where I can't be seen, and I just watch.
Yeah.
And I watched you for a little bit, and I noticed how you work a room.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because you're not an artist. You're a photographer. So I want you to talk to the people about, like, one, your start in photography. Like, what made you pick up a camera?
Yeah.
And two, like, when did you realize I'm good at this shit? Because you are talented. We're not going to make any bones about that. There are a lot of photographers who are, like, climbing and growing. But, like, when I look at your work, I'm like, this is polished. This is ready. So how did you start and how did you get there?
Man, so my background was cooking. And then when COVID hit, I had like 12 years of cooking experience.
Okay.
Fine dining restaurants, the whole 9 yards. And then COVID hit, and I lost both my jobs at the same time. So I was like, man, like, I was making good money working both jobs. And I was like, what can I do? Like, what's one job I can do to supplement two jobs? You know what I'm saying? So then I got into sales. So I sold cars for a couple of years. I ain't never sold cars a day in my life. So when I started getting these checks and stuff, I was like, damn, man, like, I see why people work and sell cars and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't want to, like, always sell cars. Like, selling cars was cool and all. But then, like, I was used to working 100-hour weeks. Like, when I was cooking.
From the chef world.
Yeah, from the chef world.
Chefs go crazy with hours.
Yeah, because my first job was from 7 to 3. And then I would get off. And I would go work from 4 to midnight.
Oh, wow.
And 4 to midnight was contingent on late orders not coming in. So I ran that schedule for almost 2 years.
Wow.
So then when I went to car sales and I'm only working like 50 hours a week, I'm like,
But bringing in,
bringing in, you know,
Yeah.
$8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, bro, like, I don't want to just sit at home and like not do shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Rodney Pence.
Hey, what?
Yeah, I called him.
I didn't know you knew him.
Yeah, I know Rodney. Yeah,
Rodney shot my first music video.
Rodney
That's crazy.
He was the one who told me to go get the Sony and shit. So
Yo, shout out Rodney Pence.
So I was because I met
That's crazy.
I met Rodney before he really started blowing up because we would work out at Gold's Gym together. And so we not like super close, but we was small talking stuff.
Well, he put that bug in your
And
ear.
and so one day I called him, FaceTimed him, and he picked up, and we started chopping it up and blah blah blah. So he was like, "Go buy this camera, blah blah blah." So I went to go.
Rodney gonna get you right. He's not gonna tell you nothing.
Yeah,
No.
so I went, I had the bread, went to buy it, and then I bought the lens, and then I bought the monitor, and I was like, damn, bro, like this shit run up a check
A little
real
pricey,
quick.
a little
You know
pricey.
what I'm saying?
So after you invested, of course, there's like a period of time where maybe it's not. It's starting. At what point are you like, wait, I'm good?
So once I started taking the master classes,
Okay.
there's a website called stackskills.com. And their whole website during COVID was like 95% off. Damn. So I bought a
I wish I would've
$2,000.
known.
Yeah, I bought a $2,000 class for like $150.
Wow.
It came with like, Premiere Pro, Photoshop, After Effects, like graphic designs, Illustrator. Like it came with like a bunch of different stuff.
Okay.
So, man, I just started practicing, going out, networking, you got to get your name out there. You got to start
definitely.
somehow, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And then, along those lines, met dudes like Morty Zeppa.
Hey, shout out
Don
Morty.
Diamond, you know what I'm saying?
Don. So you know the guys.
Kay, Tommy.
You know the guys.
Yeah,
No, because there's a group of guys in Austin that do urban media well, and you just named like a couple of them.
Yeah, shout out to Morty. I just got off the phone.
Yeah, no,
Morty,
Morty's dope.
Before
Morty's
I pulled
dope.
up over here.
Yeah, Morty's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Morty's Zapata.
Yeah,
Morty's dope as fuck.
Yeah, he was editing some cooking show. They sent him to edit and stuff. I don't know if y'all saw it. He did the one with Quavo last week.
Oh, that's crazy.
On a cooking show.
We might have
or
to get
something
Morty
like
on
that.
here. Yeah, we might
Yeah, you
have
gotta
to
get Morty on here for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, man. So I just started polishing up. You know what I'm saying? Watching the classes. I bought another website called Tomorrow's Filmmaker. Had like 5,000 hours of like different lighting and terminologies and this and that, and then just through small talking the guys here in the city and everything, listen to them, polish me up, and then just I study a lot though too. Like I'm always on YouTube for like my classes, or I'm reaching out to the guys like, hey man, how you do this?
You can always be better.
It can always be better.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, I don't care how good you are, it can always be better.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Like you look at some of the greats in life, like whether you're a doctor or a lawyer or a football player or basketball, like the best of the best are always finding ways to get better. You know what I mean?
Or you're a rapper like Junior.
Or if you're a rapper, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not a rapper. I'm a musician.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
I wish I could flick my hair.
It's long enough.
I'm a musician, baby. It's a difference.
Crazy. What is some of your favorite work that you've captured, and is there a particular style that you like to shoot?
Man, I know this one just happened a couple of days ago, but it was a first for me.
Okay.
The fight.
Okay.
That was a first.
You got some of that.
I got everything you need. I got everything you need.
He's here today to talk about that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I called to Quentin earlier. Actually, he called me and then I called him back, and then we started chopping it up. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm finna go to this Flexcast here in a little bit," and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna be there too." So I was like, "Oh,
we trying to bring the city together,
right,
man.
cool.
That's the whole goal. That's the whole goal of the podcast.
Yeah. So that was my most exciting one, just because I ain't never been at a boxing.
You got a bunch of viral shit.
I got some. I got ringside shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy hooked it up with an all access pass and everything. So that was my most exciting one, because like it's cool to go out here and network and meet people, but sometimes when it's something you ain't never done before,
it's exciting.
That was exciting.
Yeah,
that was cool.
So would you do it again?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And they probably
yeah. I mean, I grew up playing like rugby and stuff.
Okay.
They're gonna do more.
So I love sporting.
From what I understand, because of how well it went, they want to do more. So you'll probably get your shot to actually.
How well it went, man! They didn't even finish the fight.
Well, no, but okay. So their fight is one thing.
Yeah.
But there were other fights that went well.
Yeah.
And the event itself. Went well. Yeah. Now there, and I want him to talk about that, so we won't. But from what I heard, there was nothing crazy that happened.
The prelims fight were funny because the dude, before he knocked out old boy, he was like taunting him and everything, and like dancing and stuff. And
I need to see it.
And then the next hit was just like, you out.
Knockout.
Damn.
So let me ask you this, because you mentioned master classes. What else would you recommend for anyone who wants to get into photography? Because we have a lot of creatives that watch our show, and some of them are where you are, where they bought their equipment, they've done their education, and then some of them have not done any of that, and they want to know like, what's the first and second thing I should do? What would you suggest as someone who's a little further ahead? That someone who's interested in photography does to get started?
Man, you just got to get out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my biggest thing, too. I was like, man, how am I going to get out here? How am I going to meet people? Yeah. And sometimes, like, even if you got your boys with you, because sometimes, like, I have my friends, and they don't want to go out and do stuff. Man, just go out there on your own and do it then. Yeah. Don't let your friends, I don't want to do it, or, they too high, or, maybe they on a chill mode. Like me, when I have friends who don't want to do nothing with me, but I'll go down my whole phone book. Yeah. I'll call 15, 20, 30 people. Someone will bite. All right, cool, let's go. Yeah. If no one bites, I'll go out there and do the stuff myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
DIY is like important.
Yeah. So always staying consistent and just like getting up and going. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who you're going to meet.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's been a really cool thing too.
Yeah.
Great. Can you tell people where they can find you on social media?
Man, Through the Lens LLC, Steven Texan. That's my Instagram and my Facebook.
Are you shooting anything soon coming up that you'd like people to know about?
I got a couple video shoots coming up. Okay. My homegirl Stas, I got some stuff going up. Yeah, I got some stuff coming up with her. Ron NFN, I got some stuff coming up with him.
Shout out
in a couple of days
Shout
too. Outside of that, I ain't got nothing made. I mean, holidays are coming up, so
you'll be busy. We'll definitely, if you have a website or anything, we'll add the link to that when we post this for sure.
For sure. Yeah, I've been busy with like birthday parties lately though too.
Okay.
I've done like 8 or 9 birthday parties.
Book him for birthday parties.
Well, I may need you for my event then.
Yeah. Let's clap it up for Steven, man. I really appreciate you coming through, man. I don't think we've had any photographers on the show. You're our first photographer, man. So
Yep.
we're
Okay.
gonna set the bar high
Yeah.
and
Yes.
just keep it there. Yeah.
No, thanks for letting me come on, man. That's cool
Absolutely.
for sure.
And Flexcast, we're gonna take a quick break to get our next guest mic'd up and camered up, but don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.